Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna be playing Warframe again. I know we played some day ago, but here's the thing. They released a new Nightwave and the Rally Prime Access last night. So with all that happening, we just kind of give it a look, So what we're gonna do is I played just a little bit last night because I wanted to test something. So we're also gonna show something really interesting. And yeah, basically the game has something that is very broken right now. And we're gonna go over that in a minute. I'm gonna switch on over to the game screen already, so we're gonna have like a little bit of a black screen in the meantime. But the game should start up shortly. There we go. We're gonna get rid of the BGM now. Hello, Tahu. Right on time. You want to see something busted? Because that's the first thing I'm gonna go over, and then we're gonna talk about Nightwave and everything else.
No arguments.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be?
I don't know if you're a fan of some weapons that are, let's say, a little bit on the upper side with recoil. But let me show you. So, there is a setting in Warframe called Screen Shake. And by default, it's turned on, like so. And, we got that, and then, if we shoot enemies and we get more fire rate, it's a little bit crazy, just a little bit. But apparently, recoil and screen shake seem to be one and the same thing in Warframe, for some reason or another. And so when we turn off screen shake, what happens is a little bit, yeah. Yeah. So, about that, what the fuck? You people all probably know the Prismatic Ricotta. A little bit, just slightly, a little bit notorious for its, a very high recoil. And, hard to do it with one hand. Hold on. Yeah, bullets kind of going everywhere. And, yeah. It basically makes many of the weapons that are not really usable due to, not having like very controllable recoil in a lot of the weapons. This just makes everything usable. Oh yeah, it's yeah. It does stuff. Same goes for many of the other guns or even pistols. We have the dual Dox assist You know, like the primary fire of them should be like sending you sky high. Not anymore. So, you know, interesting stuff. Yeah. Very nice. So we're gonna be using all that today. So yeah, that's all I wanted to showcase here. It's a feature. I fucking hope so. And we're gonna talk about a little bit about the Nightwave.
Who have we got on the line?
So plenty of
Oh,
new
yeah.
rewards.
I don't have a
We
line.
have the Zaku Raya skin. Not a big fan of that. Don't really care about that. Some of the things I do like in this pass is the Epitaph skin. It has a little bit of, you know, that kind of like gradient metallic stuff. But I will still probably not use it over the Prime skin. There's this thing for the Athadai. I'm not really sure how well it's gonna work. Obviously, freeformers are always nice. A shotgun ribbon mod, all that. And you know, overall it's a pretty decent Nightwave. Obviously on Performa. And okay, we have the Nora Gene masking kit. But what I really like in this pass is this. The Raya Aurora Ephemera. It's like a little nebula effect emanating from your Warframe, and I will absolutely use this thing on every single Warframe I got as soon as I obtain it. Because holy shit, I wanted like exactly this kind of ephemera a long ass time ago, but nothing like it ever got released. So usually I would slack on the Nightwave, not this time around. So yeah.
It's time for Nora
Today is Friday,
to
so I gotta
say
do
goodnight.
sorties pretty much every day till the end of the week if we want to get that done. I didn't have time to do it yesterday, unfortunately, because when I finished stream with Helldivers 2, I had to walk the dog and whatnot, and I had to sleep before work, and it just didn't happen. So basically, yeah. As for other stuff, I already bought, like, with my max standing in the syndicates, everything I could for your LA, so we're still missing one relic, which is the Lith one, and of course the neuroptics are on it. Well, don't have a lot of them, but some of them should be fairly easy to get, I want to say. So we shall see. I don't know. Anyhow, right now, I think we already did the Archon for this week. Yeah, we did. So we gotta just do the sorties.
This is the
We're gonna do them
future.
solo, however.
Power, precision, prestige.
Because, you know,
the pinnacle.
I don't like dealing with people, man. At least not randoms, okay? When it comes to, like, viewers of the channel that want to join, that's fine. But randoms who do, like, the most obscene shit you've ever seen for no real reason, nah. Wouldn't be me dealing with all that. But want to use the code of Meyer, because for some reason that thing reset in rank. I also remember Warframe devs saying they're not going to give them 40 levels, and then they did it anyway. But whatever. Alright, rescue. Excellent stronghold.
Is the future.
Bam.
Power, precision, prestige.
Limbo?
The pinnacle of the war.
What, you mean for the randoms to take Limbo? Yeah, that happened a lot. But it's not that I'm even, like, upset with. There's other things.
Intel suggests that our person of interest is in the
Well, I'm not
vicinity.
gonna talk about
Search
that
for the
now, it's
hostage
okay.
and bring him home.
But just, like, not having recoil on any of the weapons.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Definitely, like, after playing with recoil in this game for so long is definitely feeling like a cheat code. The reason I'm just going slowly through the map instead of rushing to the rescue point is because I have a mission to kill a bunch of Eximus anyway. So we're just gonna roll with Might as well complete what we can.
The
On an next in a
enemies are
stronghold
high
mission because it's gonna
The
spawn more
moment
of them.
you enter the holding area, they'll trigger the
Wow, can't shoot
execution
through that
sequence.
anymore, I guess.
Rescue the hostage
Come here.
before it
Don't think you're
finishes.
getting away.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Can't go that way. But there's a dude.
Time is done.
The Nautilus Prime is probably like one of the best things ever.
Somebody likes the rough stuff.
You can't equip it. Well, I mean, it would beat the point if you could do that. Because you wanna see the Warframe set. You know, one thing I would want them to change with Gemini skins or Gemini, whatever you want to call them, is let us use Tenogen on the main body and perfect ad time by Twitch. Oof.
The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry. Bypass complete. You may proceed.
Oh yeah, this is sorting shit. I forget.
We've reached
Can't
the
use
prison.
the
Find
hacking
our
thingy.
prisoner in one of these cells.
Thank you, Tenno.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
An extra weapon. They won't just let us walk out of here.
Yeah, I was waiting for your ad to finish. It would be the purpose of using the Gemini skin, which is, like kind of like the whole reason you want to have the Warframe space on. What I was saying is, what would be better is if they let us use different skins instead of just the Gemini default skin. Like if they use Tenogen or other stuff, and that then you could put on the head. That would be a lot better. But if you have the head, you have the head. You can't change the helmet. But they let us use Tenogen at least. Right now, it's just, one skin for the body and locked in on the helmet, and you cannot, like, change anything. That's it. You can just change colors. Where are you going? But yeah, there's definitely like, I think somebody asked if we could use Gemini skins with Tenogen. And I remember Rebecca saying yes, and just, it didn't happen. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I wonder if that is something that they will do in the future. But, you never know.
Mission complete. The captive has
It
been
is what it
liberated.
is.
You will be rewarded for this, Tenno.
I refrain from buying these skins because I like the armor but not the whole head situation going on. I understand that. To be fair, I like the idea, so, for me it's whatever. But anytime I get bored of it, if I ever get bored of it, obviously, I can always just, like, go to my appearances. I already have saved my main stuff, Which is probably I should put on the Signa here as well. But it doesn't look so good. What if I move it around a little bit? No, it's lowest is the best. Basically, yeah, just, a lot of stuff was going on, and you can't really do as much as you want because some of the channels are kind of fucked up. So if I take off the Sandana, hold on. So you can see like her buttocks, so to speak. If you go to like the accents, which is, for most of the metallics on the suit, if you want to change it, it also, well, no, sorry, in the attachments. If you want to change it, it changes her butt color. And that means that you cannot actually you know, put like the right metallic color you want, that would be on the other part of the suit. Why is it using the 10 of like whatever color pack this is? So if you want to like do that and go to like match, you know, that same color, it is gonna do that. Why couldn't they have just made same color channels the rest of the body for that? Why do we have to have a whole accent for her body for nothing else? Pretty much nothing else except her butt. Like, what is happening? What's going on over there, D? We're gonna put on back the Kuva cloak because it covers my main issue with the skin. So yeah, just overall, it's not a bad skin, and I would say like a lot of the skins are worth it. I think even, give me a second. I think like for the Umbra, for example, if you have his like default skin and you take the Gemini,
My sword is yours.
I was pretty sure I remember they kept, I guess not. Maybe they changed that. Oh well, you know, it is what it is. Can't do much about that. But yeah, just, you know, a lot of the skins are worth it. A lot of them are not. But overall, it's decent, okay? Could be better, but right now it's decent. Anyway, we're going to be using Citrine a little bit because I've made a build for her that I haven't actually showcased on stream. Also, Fashion Baby. Hello? Oh my god. Let's go.
This
Mobile defense, perfect.
the future.
Augmented enemy shield. Let's go.
Precision, prestige, the pinnacle of the warsmiths.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
They're not really spawning as much as expected. But hey, whatever. Do they still have arcane tempo going on? I can't really fucking tell because I got so many buffs active right now.
Look at your tongue. Fine. Release the American.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Nope.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I know I'm not really using the Cedo properly. I'm not really getting the max damage output of it. That's kind of like because the enemies are not bundled up as much as I would want them to be. I guess we can blame that on the tile set. But
here is a terminal.
okay, this is gonna be a little bit more fucked up.
And get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. We've got robots inbound. move on.
Alright, there's a lot better tile here.
Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Ah, son of a bitch. But yeah, Pseudo Prime is very powerful. Combine it with a Warframe like Citrine that like puts out a lot of statuses. You are
Stay focused.
golden.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Especially if you like use Citrine's Spore. I'm gonna do this. Guaranteed red crits. Crazy damage. Hell yeah.
Another job well executed.
Very nice. I'm gonna go for the last one. Spy. Oof. Okay, well, for this I do have to change Warframe. I don't want to torture myself for no reason, so we're gonna switch on over to Ivara.
You wouldn't come home to that.
I'm gonna take Coda Meyer. Okay, let me just make sure we got the right build on. Yep, infiltrate. Gonna switch on over to the Nautilus Prime. I know I was using this to get ribbons, but I don't even remember what I had here. I don't know. I don't remember. Probably galvanized diffusion. No. What the fuck did I have on there? Missile Gambit? Probably. I think so. Okay, well that can stay. It's very nice for Ivara because I put on Suppress and it has infinite ammo anyway. And then when we shoot things, you know, they, yes. We can stay invisible while shooting it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So that's very nice.
I would like to have the kind of fun with you.
Don't tell me this isn't
This
energy reduction.
is
Oh, it's
the
enemy elemental.
future.
Okay, who cares? Enemy elemental? No problem.
Precision.
We're doing this.
Prestige. The pinnacle.
Tenno, I need you to get inside enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data.
When the fuck did they see me already? What the hell?
lookout for increased security measures.
Don't hurt me!
Okay, I need to turn that off because what the fuck was happening? Like the fucking bolts are so far away for no reason too.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Alright, time to do Ivara stuff. Just drop straight through the lasers and all.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. The target console is nearby.
I think I got the
If you
easiest
trigger
fucking
the
bolts
alarms
this
now,
time.
The enemy will start
kinda
destroying
wild.
data.
Oh, hold on.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Damn, he is tanky. I guess that's because of the elemental resistance. Oh, now you trigger fucking auto breach? Now? Not on the big ones, but on the fucking small ones? Thanks.
Excellent work. A clean
Big
extraction
preach.
with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Wise Parvos, the low thief shall never know the cool caress of your crown. Sword of wisdom.
Nice. 3 crowns, don't mind if I do.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
A pistol ribbon mod. I got too many of these now. Alright, we're gonna switch back on over to Citrine.
Been in here. Is it with sword holes in the floor?
Alright.
I remember when I first touched your mind with mine.
So,
The first
I
thing
think,
Memory
steel
of the night sky.
essence.
And all the stars were in the wrong place.
We have 10. Yeah, we need 20 if we want to buy like one of those reveal thingies. So, let me see. I have lots of ribbons right now that I have to open. Oh my god, Eleanor, you need to like shut the fuck up for a minute. So we got 3 now. We're gonna activate all 3 of them. And we're gonna see what we get. So I have 2 unveiled thing. Oh, 1. Okay, Atomos. Alright, that can sell. Oh shit. Alright, we got 2 missions on Steel Path to get 10 Steel Essence, and then we can just like continue on. So I gotta move myself to Steel Path. Exterminate sounds pretty easy. Assassination, survival, exterminate. Not 2 exterminate missions, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna do the Void one first.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
I'm getting Argon Crystals, that's crazy. Now... two more. You know what? We're gonna buy a Durelli Prime set because I have a feeling she's gonna also need like Argon Crystals, so might as well use them while we can.
As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us.
There's more? There's no way. What is happening? I play fucking Steel Path missions all the time. I've never gotten this many Argon Crystals before. In the Void. Huh? Up? Citrine buff? Does she have a buff to drop Argon Crystals? I don't... Is that a thing? No
Stay
way.
focused. There's a heavy unit.
You're lying to me. Just because she's a Crystal Warframe don't mean she gets more crystals? That's crazy. I would rather say it's streamer luck at this point. We have 8 Argon Crystals already.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Now, if I were to actually look for the Argon thing on the ground, the guaranteed resource node, I would have 10 in this mission, but I'm not gonna do that. Cause yeah, I mean, you know, already got enough of that shit now.
They fought well. Good deaths all.
I guess I could have waited for the thing to spawn in, but I don't want to do that. Alright, one more exterminate mission.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Ressa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Stay
A
focused.
first time
There's
viewer, that
heavy
is a
unit
rarity.
approaching.
Welcome, welcome. Currently we're doing regular steel pass missions, the special ones, like daily stuff that give you 5 essence per run. Just to speed through some stuff that I need to get taken care of. And then yeah, we're gonna continue grinding for other various stuff. Shield. Haven't seen those guys in ages. Is it a bot usually? Oh yeah, it is a bot. Damn! What a timing. You're absolutely right. Well, we're gonna take care of that later.
Most wise founder, protect your avaricious servant.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to
Was
extraction.
he fucking flying just now? You ain't getting away, mister.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
And so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
Alright, hold on. A damn shame. Alright, now we gotta go to Teshin. Buy this. And then I do want to get my hands on that, but it's 75 steel essence, which isn't really a lot. Think about it. But yeah. Alright, now I gotta use it on the other pistol. And then we're gonna do the actual challenge for the last one. We're gonna unveil it. What you got? Cyan. Oh! That's actually crazy. Or no, is that the wrong one? Do I have the Cyan Axe? Is that the weapon I'm talking about? No, that's the wrong one. I was thinking about the Aqua Core. Okay, well, whatever. All right.
Sorry.
Whatever. We're gonna be able to subsume that. Not subsume, transmute that if nothing else. And last one was get 32 kills while sliding without becoming down. That should be easy. We're gonna take the nuke build for the epitaph. We're gonna slap on that ribbon right here.
What are you doing that's so important?
We're gonna go off of the steel pathing. We're just gonna go for Sanctuary Onslaught. Just one wave.
This is a stress test. Destroy all specimens as quickly as possible. In this case.
Oh, this is gonna be easy. Or maybe not. I keep stunning myself. Huh. As Burris. Okay. That could be something.
I'd love to paint a mural of you out there on the streets. Drifting and facing off against a bloody pole.
Where did this one come from? I don't even remember that I had it. Oh, it's an annoying one though. Fuck. I want to use the planks. And we're gonna swap the heated charge. Alright, that looks good.
I miss pubs. Don't suppose you've ever been in a pub. This place isn't the same. Too new, too pizza.
Right, defense missions are 3 waves now. Gotta think of a good planet for a defense mission. I think I'm gonna go for... no, fuck it, we're gonna do Hydra on 3 waves.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Wait, what was my ribbon assignment? I forgot if I had to have any key. Well, this guy's gonna be helping me out a lot. Nope. I gotta take you out fast. I think I needed a dragon key. Hold on, I gotta abort. I think I didn't take everything I needed to. Because I'm stupid. I don't read, I just rush. I just rush things. Oh, without using energy consumables. Okay, I fucked it up right at the start. Because I used energy consumables. That was the one thing I wasn't supposed to do, and I did it. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's try that again.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Okay. Oh, that was a close call. Okay, my Nautilus will be doing most of the work here. I just gotta keep an eye out for son of a bitch. Okay, I guess I can't stand the defense objective because of the energy Eximus units. I'm gonna have to abort mission.
Nora wants to reach out to
Nightwave
all of you
dreads.
and say, welcome to the family.
Oh, they added the Side 09 helmet. And the Kome helmet. Anything new here that I don't have? And that I want? Doesn't seem that way. Yeah, we're gonna just take 2 of these.
You know it.
I'm just gonna go for this that I wanted to do originally anyway. So we're gonna just do infested. Probably gonna be easier than Grenier.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements
And you know,
arrive.
defense objective doesn't move. Better field of view. Also said I'm not gonna stand on this thing, so I gotta stick to that. Fucking Nautilus is doing work, god damn. Oh no, oh no. No, pull them away. They explode. Alright, I gotta take off his cordon ability. Fuck.
There's a whole world beyond Holgania's walls. Actually, around if we have primitive. You can laugh at our primitive ways.
I'm gonna put on Guardian there temporarily.
We should check each
Okay, it's
other.
gonna work. We just gotta, you know, use the right weapon and the right precepts for our Sentinel companion here. There's probably better ways to do this, I'm not gonna lie.
The
But
enemy is at our doorstep. You must
unfortunately,
defend our
I
equipment until
am
reinforcements arrive.
not a Warframe pro. And so I do things perhaps the hard way. Oh, whoa. That was a close call. I didn't realize that was a Eximus unit. Alright, close. Dude. No fucking way. Alright, we're definitely gonna have to do, I guess, the Grenier one, because the Grenier don't exactly like rush into the objective. And we just gotta not stand on it. It's going pretty wild right now.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Oh. Alright, that's wave one. Oh shit, didn't actually elevate the thing. Oh, there you are. Mr. Eximus. A lot of Eximus units all of a sudden. Not a big fan. We're gonna raise platform now? No? Okay. Alright.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
After a lot of attempts,
That's the last.
we did it.
Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Let's see what we get. Twin Roga. That's crazy. Okay, well.
Oh, God. Oh, I burped and tasted itching. How? That was months ago.
And its Pyrrhix is nice. I'm not gonna get rid of that. Onos, apparently really good, but I don't know. I have a lot of ribbons that I could actually try and sell. Fuck it, we're just gonna do this. I don't think I'm gonna use these two, Tonkor and Zymos, so yep. Riven transmute. Whoop. Another pistol riven mod. What you got for me? Oh. You gotta be kidding me. You know what? I'm gonna use 20 plat on this because I don't care. And I get this shit. I cannot believe it. You cannot be serious right now. Okay, fine, whatever. Whatever. Gotta put the cordon ability back here instead of the guardian.
Oh, God. Oh, sorry.
I also said I'm gonna buy Rally Prime, so hold on. Let's see how much he costs right now. Wow. 130. You know what? Fuck it. How much we got? We got a lot anyway. Still got like 1,000 still. And then we gotta do a lot more missions.
Always a pleasure.
5 nightmare missions. We can do that.
It's
blast
time
damage.
for Nora to say goodnight.
Probably had that on the turret.
Nobody has even imagined before. Except maybe a medieval peasant on a bad mushroom trip.
Or not. Okay, we're gonna use Lavos in that case. And then we can just force blast.
I'm the biggest monster you ever took down.
I love these people that don't respond. He's probably just like fake selling. I'm just gonna buy one that is like 5 plat more expensive. Doesn't matter. Or 10 plat, whatever. Fucking now he invites me? Wow. That's crazy. What a spawn point. Did this dude invite me? No. Alright, nightmare missions. Sabotage, corpus amalgam, death detonation, mobile defense, exterminate, rescue, survival, sabotage. A lot of these are easy, so we're gonna go with the easy ones first. Earth isn't... okay. Ow. Didn't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna do this one first.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines
Force
stationed
blast.
here. Leave no one standing.
Why do I have him on damage mode instead of support mode? What's happening?
You have strayed too far from the path. May this correct you.
Stay focused. There's a heavy
Holy
unit approaching.
shit! Okay, well... You know what? Damn. They got fucking evaporated. What the hell? Oh, okay. I was expecting a little bit of a fight to happen there, but... I got off free.
From little things, big things grow, dreamers. I believe in you all.
broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Alright, now I can use Citrine for the rest of the missions. Let's go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
What do I want to use? That is the question. I could use Trumna Prime. That'd be nice, I think. What do we got? We don't have a lot of status. I kind of want to change that. So I'm gonna get rid of radiated reload because we're not using Nyx, so we don't really get the benefit of the radiated reload. And I want to put on Hammer Shot because that's gonna give us 80 status, and that's gonna give us above 100% status in here. Excalibur Umbra.
There's little sword holes in the floor.
That's like a Grenier kind of looking skin. I like it. I actually have the Grenier skin for Saren too. You can get some really nice combos with them because the materials are so good. That's a good shit right there, Tahoe. Damn. Also the Vazarin emblem. Damn, you fucking reach prestige in the Vazarin. That's wild. I still gotta do some of the stuff in there. And armor colors. You can buy that separate now? Huh. I thought this got bolted. You can't buy it anymore. That's what I thought would happen with this. I guess not. That's a nice skin. Not gonna lie, it's a nice skin. I just wonder what it would look like instead of the Ember Signa if you had this one. If you used the Stardust Signa instead. If you could like match it around to the horn of the skin and make them like kind of fit, that will also look interesting. Don't have that yet.
Government laws, religious laws, laws of physics. I love you.
You have it now.
I could have lots of little babies.
You got it now.
Who have we got on the line? Oh, yeah.
This town has a mind of its own.
Why did I go down? The fucking navigation is up here, dude. I'm gonna wait for you to switch it just so I can see it before I go in. And then I'm gonna start the mission. Also, if you want to join, feel free to. I'm still just like kind of trying to figure all this shit out. Oh, just letting me know you got the thing. No, that's the first one. Maybe if you put it a little bit higher. But overall, I would say it looks pretty good. Alright, hope you find use for it in your fashion frames in the future, even if not on this one. We're gonna go... Fuck it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna invite you and I'm gonna hop on into Discord. Fail to join? Do be like that sometimes. Fail to join your session. Okay, you try to invite me. And I'm just gonna, like, choose the missions. Host not found. I think it's because I was sitting in the navigation before I switched from solo. Let me exit and try that again. Do a missional restart real quick. Okay, I'm gonna do the capture one then. Where was it? Here it is.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Oh, damn. The ice barrel. My nemesis. Right, now also the Nautilus thingy isn't working for the fire rate because, you know,
Scans indicate our target is in the
we have no
vicinity.
shields in
Find
this
them.
mode.
Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenna.
I might die here, not gonna lie.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Alright, so everything should be working fine after this. I just have to put on... Actually, no, I don't put Arcane Acceleration on this because I don't run it at all. Equipment... No, not Quantum piece. Equipment, Arsenal... Taramna... 747... I guess I could take this off if I'm not gonna focus on like the damage flat. Try now.
Would you like me to steer your body around one day?
Go to join.
Yes, I know it's not the same, but it would be fun.
Let me try when I'm sitting on the ship. Navigation. Was not found. Okay, you invite me then. I don't know what's happening. I'm on friends only, so I can definitely invite you.
We should check each other over for any new blemishes. Want me to do you first?
Oh, there we go. Still gotta do more nightmare missions, so we're gonna be doing that. Let's do the sabotage for Orokin.
This tough has a mind of its own.
Intruders are forcing open this location's void portal. You are here to stop them.
Warframe matching, am I
intel
right?
suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Whoa.
The enemy are using a void key and a portable torsion beam device to force open the portal. Destroy the key and the device.
I'm on Discord, by the way. You can join if you want. I don't know if you heard me the first time I said it, or You have circumstances that do not allow you to be present in the VC.
The portal only allows travel in one direction. Start up the portal generators to reverse the polarity.
I'm gonna work. It sure don't look like it.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Don't know what you mean? I'm sure you don't.
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
You gotta be shitting me, there's an elevator.
You've located the VIP. Time to go to work. Quick, pick up the key. You got the key. Now get back to the portal.
What in the hell? My rolls are slow because of the wrong epitaph build. Gotta switch that when we get out.
The device is set on overdrive.
Because I forgot.
Get through the portal before it melts down. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Another job well executed.
Ah, yeah. Wow.
Objective complete. The
Totally
void
working?
key and
Absolutely.
torsion device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. Tenno.
Alright, so
Oh, God.
I gotta actually start crafting gear rally. I forgot to do that.
Tasted pigeon.
Oh,
How? That was months ago.
of course I needed argons, so it's good that I got these now.
Do you think Lotus will ever come here?
I also gotta change my epitaph build. Also gotta. Okay, no, the ribbon is back. That's all fine. Trumna is okay, a bit too slow. Gonna go back to Cedo Prime, and Kodamire is okay. What do I want to do here? I know I wanted to put on another format, I just can't remember what it was. I cannot remember for the life of me. Whatever.
What are you doing that's so important?
Nightmare. Sabotage. Cool pick. Oh, this actually might be a pain in the ass. Oh well. I just remember what the sabotage missions on this place are. Oh well.
elemental condensers, helium-3 processors. Alet's facility is consuming Jupiter's resources on a massive scale. Operator, you certainly have an eye for strategic targets. Ordis has marked key infrastructure for demolition.
Get in there and kick.
Access the facility. First target marked. Render them non-functional. Most efficient, operator. Ordis has located the next bank of machinery. Now, turn your attention to the reactor core. Locate the console and initiate the overdrive sequence.
Wow. There's an actual weather warning.
This will take a few moments.
That never happened before. Like, legitimately, I have never gotten a weather alert before on my phone. Which means this could be the real shit. Hold on a sec. That's off!
Initiated. In a few brief moments, this facility will cease to exist. May Ordis suggest
running for your life.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Weather alert? Yeah. Usually that doesn't happen. Okay, I'm gonna lose tracking for a bit. I wanna read it. I'm gonna freeze on screen, so hold on. Yeah, it's literally, we got an official warning from the government saying, hey, so there's gonna be like, I wanna, I can't remember what it's called in English, okay? I'm not native, so like some of the words kind of like evade me. But you know when like rain falls, but it's not the rain, it's like those little icicles, like little ice balls. You know what I'm talking about? Even though it's like, yeah, hail. So basically it said it's gonna be strong hail, extreme winds, and just like in general bad weather. So overall, yeah, I don't, damn. Never gotten a warning on my phone like that before. It's kind of crazy. That's all like weird missions. Sabotage. Fuck it, we're gonna do this one.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system.
Make sure to put your car under something.
Coolant cells.
Man,
My intel suggests there are
I
rich
would
enemy
worry
supply
about that,
caches in the area.
but I don't have a car.
Their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. Security has locked down the cooling cells. We have no choice but to destroy them. Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. Coolant cell extracted. Fuel cell inserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown. Destroy the fuel injectors. A blast door has blocked your evacuation route. Find a way to open it.
Soldier, you have been nominated. Your glory awaits in her fortress.
Another job well executed.
Big order. Wow. It'll be funny. It'll be funny if we get hammer shot, but it would have to do like lower level missions for that. Would be funny. I'm gonna mention a person now, and I'm gonna be very weird, but unfortunately my bot, whatchamacallit, software, shows me everybody who is in chat, whether they chat or not. So I remember that one time Sir Zot and Midnight and I got hammer shot on the first run we were trying to farm it for. Do you remember that, Sir Zot? Alright, we're gonna do the rescue. Because that's like the mission camp that you do for getting that shit.
Till then.
Maybe he's even just AFK. Maybe he even muted his stream, so it's gonna be like, I'm talking to myself, he's not even gonna hear it.
And bring them home. Can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Marines inbound. You are approaching the holding.
By the way, Tahu, how long are you gonna be at work for?
They will surely initiate the execution sequence. Hurry up. You are running out of time. We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
Take the stars, not a minute too soon.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
out a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
The captive has been secured. You've done your part, Tenno. We'll take it
Wildfire,
from here.
okay. Like another 40 minutes? Okay. So, unless plans change, I'm gonna be playing Helldivers 2 again, but probably off stream because I can't really, like... I mean, I could stream twice in one day, because there's gonna be a break in between when I play now and then. But... probably gonna be playing Helldivers 2 again today with Connor at about... I wanna say 7 p.m. your time? Or our time, we're in the same time zone. So, if you want to play Helldivers 2 later today, that's about the time I'm gonna be playing it too. Yeah. Are there any lower level missions? There's a survival one, but I don't really want to do, like...
It's that time again, dreamers.
Gotta activate 3 Requiem obelisks on Deimos and gotta complete 2 more missions. Okay.
Coming up next.
Everything here looks alright. So we're gonna go Deimos. We're just gonna go straight out into the Cambion Drift. Alright, that sounds good. Also, I don't know if you use mods on Helldivers 2, but if you use mods, holy shit. I'm gonna link you something in a minute that I found today, and it still works even though there, an update happened and whatnot. I'm gonna link it to you soon-ish. Let me just get this over with. I used just like a couple. It's mostly like for skins and stuff, and I also have one that changes the sound for the crossbow to make it a little bit more, thonk. A little bit more thonky. Alright, that's one. Usually there's one more like this way. Question is, did it spawn? The answer is no. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay, the storm started. Holy shit. Hello, Surzad. I was talking about you a minute ago. Well, really, I was talking about me being weird, because, welcome to the expedition. Where the fuck are the... None of them spawned, what? I was actually saying, like, how we were farming the hammer shot with Midnight, and we got on the first try. But, yeah, hold on. Are they in the cave? No, they're not. So it says they spawned. It says that they spawned. They should be, like, up here. But they're not. They're not here. But yeah, I was saying how my my bot software allows me to see who is in chat even if they didn't chat yet. And so I was saying I'm gonna be creepy and I'm just gonna be like, Hey Zod, I see you lurking in the chat over there. What are you doing? Why aren't you just sitting there? Why aren't you saying hello? Huh? Huh? What did you have to say for yourself? I thought we were friends. Well, why aren't you saying anything? That kind of deal. But, I didn't make it that weird. I made it very weird now, but I didn't make it that weird when I originally did it. So, yeah. Nope, you can't. It is ultimate surveillance state. Nobody is safe. There is no privacy. Everything you do is monitored. And you just have to live with it. How does that make you feel? Nope. Not even my government watches me so closely? I don't doubt that. Right, Taco, we gotta leave here. I gotta do Void Flood missions now. If I even remember what that is. I know it's on the Zeraman. But that's about it from what I remember what it is. I think I gotta put on Madarai, because I think you gotta kill like Void Angels over there. So I gotta put on Madarai so that I can do that. Nope.
Now, just in case some of you ain't doing all this out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah, so I gotta go these two more, and then I gotta do 40 is for Saturday and Sunday, so that's all good.
You know it.
Void Flood, we gotta do it 3 times. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. We're just gonna do like one wave and get out. Do you feel okay with trying to do it on Steel Path? Or no? Alright. Oh, it's even an incursion mission. Fuck yeah. Let's go. We got 5 Steel Essence guaranteed. And plus, you know. Yeah. Oh, hi, welcome.
Yeah, it's me. I'm not expecting any calls, so...
Good, good. Well, you can always just, like, quickly click exit if, you know, something does happen. Okay, hold on. I gotta
about the
BRB
weekend,
real quick.
then no one will call in, usually.
I'm gonna BRB, hold on.
What's this? I haven't done this in a while. Angel on me, by the way.
Okay, we're back now. Thank you for the revive.
No worries.
I had to check like what was happening for the rain.
Yeah.
It basically started flooding the yard.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah. So I just had to check if it was like getting in or not. That's all.
You sealed a rupture. Not bad.
But damn,
by the way, the
it's,
angel is right there.
It's raining. You want to kill it? I don't think we have to in this mode. I don't really need any of the arcanes for it, so...
No.
Technically could skip.
Yeah, we could. Unless they dropped, like, new stuff since 1999, but I doubt it.
No. You only
Yeah,
get
sure.
new stuff in 1999. They don't get affected here.
Are any of the weapons from there good?
1999?
Yeah.
I would say the pistol from the dude. What was his face?
The pistol from the dude.
Yeah. Riot 848 or whatever it's called. the pistol.
I saw there was a silenced one.
Yeah, the Vesper thingy. I know it has a silencer, but I don't think it's actually silent. I may be wrong. I didn't build it, so I wouldn't know.
You haven't built it?
No. I didn't really actually focus on any of those like base weapons, so to speak. I was more focusing for
One less void abomination to worry about.
whatchamacallit.
I have opened an escape lift for you.
Arcanes. Arcanes is what caught my eye for most of the stuff. So I wanted to get the arcanes as fast as possible.
What was it? The void mission?
What?
What was the mission you were doing? Complete 3 void flood missions, so we can just exit.
Yeah. We can leave. This was one wave complete. The acolyte didn't spawn, right?
Nope. Unless he killed you before he even said anything.
I don't know. I don't think they did. Anyhow, I'm moving.
Take your time.
I wish we got standing just by like doing missions here. Well, actually, you do, I guess, if you do bounties. No, do you? No, you still get like those.
You do.
Well, you get the medallions. You don't get standing, so it's still kind of like the same thing.
Well, I mean.
Oh shit! Didn't want to do that.
Weapons with a touch of the bull.
Why does it?
You gotta come back now. You gotta select the mission in the elevator now. So we gotta like. I think it was
Void Blood.
Yeah, Everview Arc.
I like the only change so far that I really like is that they buffed Excalibur and other Exalted Blade users.
Yep.
But
I mean, Exalted
I don't know how
weapons.
beneficial the rest is.
From what I've seen, like some of the stuff, it is pretty insane.
Yeah, I did millions of damage already, so I don't know.
Since you can put arcanes now on like Mesa's weapons and all, it's pretty crazy.
Like I've gotten what's it? Melee extortion or something. It gives me corrosive damage.
Oh yeah, I think I know that one. It gives you corrosive damage on kill or something.
Yeah, that one's just broken.
There's a few others that are also pretty insane, like they melee duplicate.
Melee what?
Melee duplicate. If you're doing a yellow crit,
yeah.
You know that decree that you can get in Duviri that like doubles your melee strikes? This arcane is basically it. As long as it's a yellow crit, it will duplicate it. So you basically get 2 hits as long as it's a yellow crit. So if you make your build focused on yellow crits, you can just like make it so that every melee you do, every strike is actually a double hit.
But what about red crits? Do they double?
No, just the yellow ones. That's the trade-off.
Oh, that sucks. Go on.
Well, it depends. I mean, some weapons
yeah, sure.
could
If
benefit
everything
from
is
it.
yellow crit, right?
Yeah.
Sure. But I mean, I have the rest.
Can always do more. But if you can't, I have marked an extraction.
I'm getting some really nice arcanes from this.
I mean, are they even worth it these days? Do people still get them?
I mean, they don't buy them, but if you want to give them to somebody, you know.
Oh yeah, okay, fair, fair.
Alright, just one more Void Flood mission, and that's it. Gotta step out the elevator. can go back in.
You what? I accept it. My game is broken. I can't just force it.
I think it canceled it altogether. I gotta select it again. There we go.
Oh, okay.
That was weird.
Warframe moment.
You gotta love those.
Yeah, I was like coming back, and it was nighttime when I came back to the game, and I was like, oh my god, Eidolons! Literally no one doing Eidolons.
There's a lot of other ways for you to obtain like different arcanes now, and Eidolon farm wasn't exactly one of my favorite things ever, and I kind of hate.
No, I like the idea of having like a raid kind of system there.
Well, yeah, of course.
That's why I liked it.
But for me, like, you know, it was just something I had to grind if I wanted to get like all the meaningful arcanes. And
yeah,
then I started working and became rich, and I just ended up buying arcanes. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that.
My man became rich. He just said, I'll buy it. Elitism 2.0.
Pretty much. Ain't nobody got time for the grind. Let the poor people grind. I'm gonna buy it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
From the poor people, and then they will become rich.
You may notice combat conditions worsening.
Fighting difficulty.
The angels have torn open another rupture.
Oh yeah, you know what I got really pissed about? I don't know if you saw it when I was doing the 1999 quest.
I watched some of it. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
I was getting really mad with how often in that quest I just have to force myself to play slow. Like the game forces you.
Oh yeah. You were also complaining because when I came around literally as you were ending the quest, like a little bit before you got to the reactor.
Yeah.
The moment I joined
like,
was when you were
it.
crawling towards Entrati, and then you like kind of got shot by
I was losing it. Like the amount of times in that quest where it was like, you know what? We're gonna slow you down and tell you a bunch of story quest stuff that we could also tell you faster.
Why, in a hurry somewhere, Chief?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to.
You got
that
places to be?
I don't. At this point, I don't care about this story anymore.
That's a shame. I still decently like the story of the game, but you know, I guess it's not for everybody. Although I'm really waiting for like the expansion back into like the main story and not this eternalism bullshit.
I mean, my problem is, in the beginning, I was like, oh, it's fun. Story is actually good. We have some Kuva stuff, Tenno origins, and all that.
Yeah.
Then it diverted into this multiverse of madness, Doctor Strange scenario where we land in a different universe or some shit.
Different dimension.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Alright, that's it from this thing.
Okay.
Coming up next.
Then, for the sorties, we can't really do anything, so... It's, I guess, 1 per day, or 2... No, 1 per day, because they do
1 per
reset
day.
at like 6 p.m., but, you know, you still can't do it the next day until 6 p.m., so... Whatever.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to do? I'm kind of, like, done with everything I need to do.
I don't know. I don't know even what I need to do now. I finished the quest line, and now it's like probably grinding some materials or some other stuff.
You gotta get to level 4 to get an alternate ending for the story in 1999.
Anyway.
Yeah. So technically, if you want to farm standing and arcanes there, you could do to that.
Inappropriate thoughts. I can share them if you'd like.
Then I have this weird summer calendar and chats that I need to look at. I don't know.
Actually, the calendar has like really good rewards. Like no joke.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Also, so this is why I said I don't like the Gemini skins that much, right?
Yep.
They have like a bunch of attachments that I really would love to have. And like similar to how you can attach like prime details to your character.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that could be cool if you had like a skin where you put these attachments on and then your character looks a little bit more, not the like sci-fi armor, but more like modern day, I don't know, techie, right?
Yeah.
But if I look at the skins and I have to look at their faces constantly, I don't know, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm like,
Yeah, what I was telling you about
cool.
earlier, like, look, if we just select like a Gemini skin, that should be, in my opinion, toggled only by the helmet. And then what you can do is like you can take, for example, the Aurelia, body that has still the attachments from like the Gemini skin, like these like straps and everything. But I could use the Aurelia skin or the Grax skin. If I could use the Grax skin, for example, and still have all of these extra attachments on, that would probably like one of the best looking skins.
Yeah.
And then just put on her face if I wanted to. But,
exactly.
Yeah, it's
We do make a sublime
as it
team,
is.
don't
It's
we?
not really all that good.
Yeah, I agree.
But maybe they like have some, I don't know, stuff on their end that prevents them from doing that. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's just like extra coding work that they didn't want to do. So it's whatever.
I mean that, yeah, sure, extra designing steps or whatever.
They would have to like
making
make
sure it
nothing
doesn't clip
clips.
through stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like extra work, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be very, very pleased to get their hands on that kind of in-depth customization,
Yeah. What are these skins? Nova? This is a new skin.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
Close my eyes and feel this.
I'm also disappointed in this year's TennoCon. At least at the drops. Yeah, the digital bag.
The Sandana is pretty good. I was thinking about like getting it because you also get
The
platform.
Syandana?
Yeah.
Nah.
Do you know what transforms when you do a demote?
It transforms when I do an emote?
Yeah. You can
Still
see like
not.
here it's like draping down.
Yeah.
But if you look at a preview, you can see like it's kind of elevated with like void going through it in the back. So basically, like if you do this emote, the Tenocon Rift Guard emote, the Syandana changes to that like rift kind of void energy going through.
It seems so unnecessary.
I know. It's a little bit,
You know what I found good? A good addition to the game?
What?
Remember that Entrati kind of ephemera that you had to level up so it got like different stages?
Oh, you mean the... that's actually a sentient... yeah, I know
that
which
one.
Yeah.
That one I liked. However, I felt like the first version of it was way cooler than the last version because the last version just became overburdening.
Yeah. That's why I never like actually got to leveling it up because the default version was just better than the next level ones because it kept adding on shit to it and making it bigger and more shiny. Like If it were just like an intensified effect of the original, like more light, it would have been better than just adding on like lots of like weird metallic ephemeral arrows on it and whatnot. You know.
Totally agree.
One thing I could say like they did right was the armor. The sentient armor it had. The sentient evolving armor. That one was also really good. I actually haven't leveled it myself. I haven't killed, you know, sentients with it or whatever the requirement was. I was lazy, okay? Like, I didn't...
That one's easy to do. You remember the Mirage mission?
Yeah.
Where just an infinite amount of those spawn?
Yeah.
You can just repeat that mission and just do the ephemera there. And everything.
I don't think it's a Mirage mission. That was something else. That was like the Suda mission.
No, it's a Mirage mission.
Are you sure it's a Mirage mission?
Yeah.
Alright, well, whatever. In any case, I didn't want to bother doing that. And I just kind of like went with, you know, just using something else. A lot of the, like, Thanogen armor is what caught my eye. Just like the one that I'm wearing now on my Nyx here. It's the, I think it was called the Asakage.
Yeah, I have that one. It looks great on Nyx and on Excalibur.
Yeah. Kind of fits their theme. Doesn't look good on everything, but a lot of stuff it does. I can't even remember. I think I have it on my Wisp Prime as well. But
yeah, so which weapon were you referring to before? The pistol? That was good.
I forgot. I don't know what we were talking about. The dual toxicist?
I was asking which of the
riot.
new weapons.
Yeah. It's hold on. There we go. Linked it to you in game. I haven't actually gotten it yet because you have to do like a defense mission. But the key point about this gun is it has infinite ammo.
Doesn't look that cool though.
It doesn't look cool. I agree. But
it's like the dual toxicist. They look ugly as fuck, but blast everything, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I still have to.
I hate it when they just do this.
Yeah, I have to grind parts for it. I don't even know.
Is this Cedo Prime way better than the normal Cedo?
I mean, stats-wise, they're not all that different. But I think the blast radius is different. Let me tell you. Actually, no. I gotta go to the codex if I want to see that.
Fair warning, if you do ever die, I'm coming
faster
after you.
anyway.
So help me, I will march into the hooded woman's judgment hall and make her give you back.
So we have 2% crit and 50% status on the radial attack.
Okay, so that has way more crit. I can see that.
Yeah, it has 10 and 50. And range is 6 meters, but it doesn't say... Oh no, range is the same.
Yeah, so it just has way more crit.
Yeah. Overall, like, yeah, it has like 4 more crit in the main version. And status per projectile is actually a lot higher. Because on the Cedo, it's status per projectile is 0.3. And on the Cedo Prime, it's actually 2% per projectile. So status is definitely higher. Like, by a lot.
Yeah.
Doing daft math. Overall, yeah, I would say, like, it's worth it. I have like a standardized build that I kind of changed everything on.
Can it glaze over?
Because corrosive isn't really all that useful anymore. Because if enemies are not like the type of enemy that take more damage from it, you're just gonna get more damage dealt to them anyway if you just put on viral and whatever is their like damage weakness type. So they released the new mods. I don't know if you have them yet. I could give you because I have like plenty of spares for those. It's radiation mods and magnetic
radiation mods.
Yeah, so it's like you don't have to put electricity and heat together. It's just like a mod that straight gives you radiation and a mod that straight gives you magnetic. So for the shotguns, it's magnetic capacity and the radiator reload. So actually, no, they're one and the same apparently because I'm looking at Tenet Galaxian, not at the shotgun. I thought I had Cedo equipped. Doesn't matter. So I have magnetic capacity, and radiator reload. These two are overall very beneficial in a lot of ways.
So rifle ones, where?
You probably
I
have
think I have them.
radiated reload already, and maybe even the
No, I have
magnetic
all of them.
capacity if you got it from the quest. So, yeah. One thing you probably don't have is gonna be this one, and that is the
I don't have
magnetic
the
strafe. Magnetic strafe you probably don't have because this thing is rare as hell. I actually went and bought it because you're gonna kill like a very specific enemy to be able to get it, and that enemy is in a pain in the ass. So, whatever. What did you say? What did you not have?
Wait. Strafe. Yeah, I don't have magnetic strafe.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't have blaze.
Blaze?
Yeah, the shotgun mod with damage and heat.
Yeah, I have just one of those. It's a nightmare mod.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
Lots of little babies.
I remember once upon a time that thing used to cost like 50 platinum. I wonder how much it is now. Hold on. Blaze. 30.
Yeah, and then I don't have the magnetic ones.
Any or just some?
Just some. I don't have the magnetic shotgun one, that's all.
They're really good because here's how it works now. They changed how we affect Eximus units. So this is what I did, basically. Here's my Hind build. It comes with radiation innate because it's a Kuva weapon. We have magnetic capacity on it for more damage to Overguard. So shields and Overguard are both more damaged by magnetic damage. So having magnetic capacity on basically allows you to kill Eximus units faster. They're more weak to it because of their Overguard. So what I do is I have magnetic capacity on pretty much every weapon so that I get that magnetic damage so that I don't struggle with the Eximus units because sometimes they're a pain in the ass. As soon as you have magnetic capacity, they're easy. We have Malignant Force and High Voltage for corrosive. So we have magnetic, radiation, / impact base from the weapon.
But why corrosive? Didn't you say corrosive isn't that good?
Yes, but we're using galvanized aptitude, so we want to have as much status as possible. And having heat on, you know, maybe it will work out, maybe it wouldn't. What I could do, for example, is if I take these two off, I could, for example, put on more hammer shot for more status, and then I could put on heat, for example. Because what heat does right now is reduces enemy armor by 50% on hit, and then it also does more damage to health and whatnot. So I'm gonna do a quick visit to the Simulacrum just to show this.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
Also, yeah, one of the new mods for 1999 is the Acuity mods. And what they do is they don't let you use multi-shot, but in return, you get on weak point hits, which is headshots or whatever is the weak point of the enemy, 350% weak point damage and weak point critical hit chance. I have the Riven that gives me fire rate, critical damage, and critical chance with minus status duration, but pretty much none of my elements are status duration anyway, besides heat now, I guess. But since we have a lot of fire rate, I could actually even put cold instead of heat. And cold stacking can first freeze enemies, so they cannot move at all anymore. And second, it can... Well, not it can. It increases critical damage here. So, completely freeze for 3 seconds upon reaching 10 stacks, so you can fully freeze enemies. Increase critical damage by 10% on the first attack, with additional 5% per stack. So if it's at 10 stacks, you get 10, and then 9 more, that's 45. You get 55 critical damage. That is on top of what you have. So it's like a final multiplier with cold. So I do have like status duration reduction, so probably my status duration is very low with this weapon. But with the amount of fire rate that it has, when we like count in arcane acceleration here, and we're also getting, because Nautilus Prime has more base shields, when you put on calculated direction, you get 1,225 shields, which is just enough to trigger reinforced bond here. So if the companion exceeds 1,200 max shields or over shields, then your fire rate is increased by 60%, and reloading restores 150 over shields to your companion. Now, our status chance, what I was telling you on your stream for the primary crux, our status chance is 130% already, and we have primary crux, which is going to increase it by another 300% off the 130%. So we're going to have insane status, and we get ammo efficiency, because this weapon is fast firing. We're going to need that. So, basically, I think I gotta deactivate the cordon ability. Hold on. Just so they don't move, so I can show you better. Also, now that I have the, you know, like the no recoil thing, man, like, Kuvahind used to kick a little bit. Let me show you here. Screen shake. So, it had plenty of recoil, both in, well, not both, in all three fire modes. Accuracy obviously goes down, like, because, you know, it's a fast-firing weapon. But semi was crazy. Yeah. Couldn't really hope to hit much. And then auto was just, like, very shaky. But when we turn all that off... Ah, come on. It just changes it completely. So basically...
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck wants screen shake?
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, immersive or whatever. So we put Nourish on to get extra viral damage, because these guys are weak to viral. Get some of these first stacks going. Now if I don't fall. You can see the damage is already pretty insane. They don't really live long enough for us to get like the full benefit of the full damage. The statuses go away pretty fast, which is why it's important for this weapon to have a higher fire rate, so that we can maintain that damage output. So they don't live long enough to have the elements expire. And with the crazy status chance that we have, you can see like sometimes we have like 3 procs from 1 bullet. With the crazy status we have, you know, it's very nice. But this is alright, but with the high fire rate we have, it makes sense to have corrosive. Simply because we're gonna strip them 100% a lot faster.
Yeah.
So it looks like this. You can see that like much faster when we have corrosive on, because they still do have armor. And if we switch to full
corrosive
auto,
still does something at least.
It has even more status in full auto mode, so yeah, they just disappear. It is, okay, I want to say almost on par with the Burston and Karnan. It does very high damage. And then, you know, we still have the semi mode, which is not as reliable in long range, but if we're closer. So yeah.
I love the movement of your character when in semi mode.
I mean the reload?
No, just go to semi mode and start spamming, and look how your character starts moving.
Yeah, it's kind of weird like that. But one of the things that was also nice to use is the Dare Vandal. So, where is it? Here we go. On kill, 20% ammo efficiency for 5 seconds stacks up to 4 times. So 4 times 20 is 60. Or no, 80. What am I saying? And then we combine that with primary crux, which gives us 60. 80 and 60 is 100%, 140. So if we take their Vandal...
So you're replenishing ammo, is what you're saying.
Oh no. We're not spending any either. As you can see the... well, actually you can't see. Hold on.
I mean, I am seeing it.
You are seeing it now. As you can see, the ammo count is not moving. This thing is just...
perfect, it's on 69.
If you want to, like, not worry about the ammo in a mission and still have, like, very high amounts of damage, this is for you.
I'd have to grind that first.
Yeah, you have to have the Incarnate on. I wish I would have replenished ammo. You people are crazy. Okay, so the main thing is, why do I also want radiation on most of my weapons that I'm using with Nyx Prime is very simple. The passive for Nyx Prime got changed. For every enemy that is confused, whether by your ability or by any other confusion effect, like radiation, you can see, like, we're gonna hit this guy and we're probably gonna do, like, yellow crits. But if I now press 3, we're gonna hit him again. He's got no stacks on, we're doing orange crits. Why? Because for every enemy affected by a confusion effect, you gain critical hit chance. So if you have a weapon that can shoot through a crowd with prime threat, for example, such as this one, you can put enemies under radiation effect and get free confusion on them. And that can increase your critical hit chance by up to 200%.
Okay. Makes sense.
And that is why we're doing these red crits and whatnot. So yeah, overall it's really nice. And now the main deal is this. So, as I said, magnetic. We got it right here. So you can see magnetic increases shield and overguard damage by up to 325% when reaching 10 stacks. When shield or overguard breaks, the electricity damage for 3% of enemies max shield or overguard per stack with a forced electricity status effect. If you break shields or overguard, they get electrocuted because you had magnetic on them. So we're just gonna take the Gunner Eximus. And you can see how fast they die. It's like they don't even have overguard. But if we take off the magnetic capacity, for example, and I don't know, put in hammer shot, let's say. We're still killing them pretty fast. But you can definitely see, like, their overshields are tanking a little bit more damage.
Yeah.
So definitely, you know, plus having a magnetic capacity on them instead of 90 rounds in the gun, you know, since we're using primary crux, we are getting... No, I shouldn't have done that. There we go, high voltage. We're actually getting 126 rounds, which is, you know, still increasing our damage per mag considerably.
What you're saying is we don't need primary mercy anymore.
Basically, no. I would say maybe not for all of the weapons, because it would, you know, it wouldn't make sense for you to use Crux, for example, on something like the Kuvachakur, basically, because, you know, it doesn't have the, I guess, the fire rate to be able to sustain that amount of, like, effect for it to be useful in that regard. So having something like Deadhead is still gonna be useful. But yeah. What do you even have on?
I see.
For some reason, it's not doing anything. That is weird.
Dealt with.
But yeah, you don't necessarily need... I don't think this is working as it's supposed to. Maybe I changed something. Hold on. First of all, it should not increase in fire rate. It should be locked, which means... Yeah, I took this off. Galvanized scope is okay. Yeah, this is what I want to have on. Rifle elementalist is fine. This is why I wasn't working. The internal bleeding wasn't triggering. And... I guess what can... Since we have galvanized scope, we can just go to the critical delay. Put on prime cry rounds there. We can swap these around for just extra slots. And now we have barrel and blast. And now... These guys shouldn't be that much of a big deal.
Gotcha.
Overguard is saving them for quite a bit when you're getting that maximum damage. But this is definitely like a single target weapon.
Yeah.
I also gotta get my hands on the Diecube Prime. I don't know if you've seen like videos on it, but you can do some pretty crazy stuff because it has like that amalgam mod and whatnot. I may be giving it a shot later. Pretty much it. Everything else is kind of like in the same caliber. I would say like one okay-ish weapon from the 1999 update is this one, the EFV5 Jupiter. The build that I have on is pretty similar to what I have on the Hind. So we have magnetic capacity, radiator reload, corrosive already comes from the weapon itself, so we don't have to, you know, mod for it. We have hammer shot for...
And you're not using Vigilante?
I didn't format yet enough for that.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing, on my Nautilus, I have the Volclock that has more than 100% crit, you can see.
Yeah.
And on it, I just have like a bunch of Vigilante mods.
That's what I mean.
So, yeah, I do have Vigilante set on there, and I even have one Vigilante on my Nyx for shield restore. Just for more chances of enhancing the crit. So, basically, this one is alright. It could be better. It's not like super high damage, but it still works. So what it does is it has two modes. We're gonna put on regular units back on again because Eximus, you know, might be a little bit too much for this guy.
Death is just a journey, friend.
Needs a little bit to ramp up. After that, it's alright. Definitely not as near good damage as the Hind, but it has a fire mode, alternate one. You charge up and it shoots like a shotgun with, I want to say 11 pellets if I remember. And you can spam it. So if you want to like quickly strip your enemy, I think it's a guaranteed corrosive proc when you use the shotgun mode. So it's not bad in that regard. Uses the same ammo from your mag. So it's easily replenishable. And when you have the stacks going, that's okay.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. There's like a lot of other examples of weapons that are good. You've probably seen the Glaxin already when we were doing the event for Jade together. And yeah, you know, just a decent amount of stuff. So yeah.
Sounds about right.
Too crazy. One thing that is new that wasn't a thing before is stretch, or specifically the Archon stretch. I'm gonna have to remove Equilibrium here because it doesn't fit in my regular build. And now I can put on, where is it? Fast Deflection. Basically, you see it says 45% ability range, which is the same as the regular stretch. I'm sad that it didn't buff it a little bit, at least to like 60. But whatever. Abilities that deal electricity damage restore +2 energy per second over 5 seconds. It doesn't sound like a lot, you know, which is okay. But if we, instead of Nautilus, take the Panzer Wolpaphyla, the one that spreads spores just like Saren, there is a specific thing we can do with it that has to do with the Panzer Claws.
Oh, okay.
They have
but
new mods.
Can't you equip the Panzer Claws on any?
No, of course not. How would you do that?
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Here's the thing. You have a new mod called Shocking Claws. So it adds 330% electricity and 330% status chance and converts all elemental damage types from claws to electricity damage. You can still put on the Radon Claws and Magnetic Claws. That still does the same. You know, like confuses enemies and adds magnetic. So they can still be procced, and you want to have as much status chance as possible, so we're at 60% now. So what it does is, when you have enemies, we're gonna actually spend energy here so I can show you. The spores usually should just spread viral to enemies. Come on. But, you see here, Archon Stretch has activated.
Oh, okay.
So by using this mod, you can see the enemies have the electric proc on them from the spores. So you'll basically allow your Panzer to refill your energy, and you can see it. Well, I gotta step away a little bit.
No, it's fine. I can imagine. I can imagine.
So it helps for some Warframes. It's not like a crazy increase, but you know, you still get passive
But it's like
energy
passively,
back.
yeah.
So it can be useful sometimes. So you know,
Okay,
just
yeah,
have your
that's not
like,
bad.
cat give you that. It's pretty neat. But that's like something new that got added. But I still prefer the Nautilus for the stuff that it can do. But yeah, mainly the support build is what I use because of the Tenacious Bond. So headshot kills reduce companion recovery timer by 3 seconds. So if your companion does get killed, you can revive it by like... You can see like my recovery time is 25 seconds. So if I kill like 10 enemies with headshot, which is fairly easy to do in Warframe, he's back in like 5 seconds instead of 25. So that's the idea, kinda. You wanna, you know, if you wanna build your support Nautilus, this is kind of like what it should look like. At least in my opinion, anyway.
In my humble opinion.
Yeah, not very humble. Not very humble, but definitely my opinion. Did I... Hold on. Did I... Coolant Leak was not a mod you could use before. Wait a minute. What? Did you see that, right?
I saw it.
Would you like me to steer your around? Yes, I know it's not the same, but it would be fun.
What the fuck?
I'd get you in so much trouble.
No way. When did 10 meters? When did they do this? This is new.
I don't know.
What the fuck? What?
If you don't pay
No,
attention
keep
to
forgetting
me,
where
I'm
my
gonna
fucking
go
arsenal
insane.
is. Okay, well if that's the case, don't mind if I do. God damn. Okay, I can't put it here because I have assault mode there, but for the support, damn. What the fuck? 10 meters? That's a decent radius. Okay. I see. Interesting. Ugh, how long have I been? 2.5 hours. Well, I don't know. We completed pretty much everything we can do for now, so if you don't want to do anything, I'm probably just gonna end stream for now.
Nora is all up till then.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'm just looking through what's new.
Alright, well,
I'm making like a fat list of what I need to do.
For now, well, you got a lot of shit to do, both in 1999 and just, I guess, other stuff. So yeah, I still don't really, like, do the... I think it's weekly? I think it is weekly. The Archimedia and all that. So, you know...
Oh, by the way, before you hop off.
Yeah.
There you go.
I gotta send you also this that I forgot to send you earlier. So this is for the armor that you and I use. The light armor that gives you ammo and reload speed. So it looks like a heavy armor, but it's actual light armor, and I already tried it in game, and holy shit, it's just so good.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by the helmet, but...
Well, I mean, look, at least it fits the rest of the armor, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So, you know. And it's more of like something that I like, so obviously not everybody's gonna enjoy it. And that's okay. Everybody has different preferences, but for me, that is a very good armor. Also, what did you send me? Excalibur Umbra look. Let's see.
Another look, yeah.
Oh, that's like a corpus skin thingy. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an overlord.
Yeah. Alright. I see it. What if ever has that Fog of War? Yeah, I haven't actually got it, that one. I haven't played a lot of the Clem missions, so I never actually got it. So it's whatever.
Fog of War is great.
Yeah, it does look nice.
You can make it like... You know what the Stalker gives you? The Stalker ephemera, right?
The smoke, yeah.
Yeah. This one, kind of, you can color it so it looks like it is smoking and you're like on fire.
Yeah, I can see what you did here with the blue and the black. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe I will actually try and get it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, well, thank you for joining, Tahoe. We're probably gonna
thank you for having me.
See each other again for Helldivers 2 later. And if not...
Hopefully. I still need to do...
Time.
Yeah, I need to do design for some TFT skin.
That's alright. Just take your time. As I said, if it doesn't happen, another time. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into modding Helldivers.
It's actually pretty simple. Let me hold on. I'm gonna link you to Mod Manager too, because putting on files manually is just not the way to go.
Oh, okay. And I saw you use what's it? The apartment as like your base.
Yeah.
I can't go. I would never have too much effort put into my orbiter.
Yeah, it's understandable. I don't really decorate shit, so this apartment doing it for me for free, hell yeah. You know?
I want to pay.
Nah, I see. But you could technically probably exchange stuff here too.
Okay, there's even an update for the fucking mod manager, so you have to look into that too. But here you go. So you have the suit if you're interested, and you have the mod manager. That is...
Yeah, I'll look into the mods.
Okay. So yeah.
And it's on Nexus, easy peasy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, you know, easier to get. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome, and
I'll try to be there later. So until then,
send you a message.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Well then, I'm out. Bye.
See ya. All right. With all that being said, we did a decent amount of stuff in Warframe today, so it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, we did some stuff. We got to rank 4 in the night wave, because this is like one night wave that I really want to finish, because look at this thing. Where is it? Oh, they're giving the Fracta shoulder guard again. Look at this. Which is so nice. And it works well. I thought maybe like because my energy colors are dark, it might not be visible. But it is! And so, I must obtain it as fast as possible. We're not gonna skip any missions this night wave. Oh, it actually looks like I'm shining because I'm over Eleanor there. I just realized on stream. Okay, well. Hold on, let me... My neck is too long. Eleanor doesn't have that big neck that I do. This? Oh. No, she just got a short neck. That's all it is. Aha! Alright, well, enough of that. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by. And I will see you all next time. Until then, bye-bye.
Ta-ta, lovelies.